Hey everybody, I have my completed coloring pages for the month of August. I didn't get that many done this month. Two reasons. One, kind of in the middle of the month, the end of the second week to the beginning of the third week, my arthritis started to bother me in my elbow, in my right elbow, and I'm right-handed, and it really was uncomfortable to move my arm, bend my arm and move it. So coloring was not something I did for probably a week, because the elbow was bothering me. And then the other reason that I didn't color as much is because I started reading Game of Thrones, and if you've read Game of Thrones or even watched it, you can imagine, but if you haven't, it is so, like, it sucks you in, and it's very detailed and it's very long. I'm still reading the first book. I'm more than halfway. Just now, I got about halfway, slightly more than halfway through it, the first one. But wow, talk about being sucked in. So but that's not a bad thing. I'm glad I started reading again. I've always loved to read. It's just sometimes I don't have the attention span for it, depending on the mood I'm in. So I was glad to read. But I did get a few things colored, and I thought I would share them with you. So the first thing that I colored was from this book. Sorry for the glare. It is the light coming through my window. Not much I can do about that. But this first page that I colored was from Western Screen Legends by Tim Foley. And it is from the Dover Creative Haven line. I colored this actually for National Coloring Book Day, and also it qualified as a Color Your Hoard 2020. I'm going to adjust my camera just a little bit there. Sorry. And I colored, let me see, was it the first? No, not the first, but one of the first images in the book. And it is Amanda Blake as Miss Kitty from Gunsmoke. So yeah, we watched a lot of Gunsmoke in this house, and even before I married Keith, I came from a household that watched a lot of Gunsmoke because my dad was a big Western fan. So I'm very familiar with Miss Kitty. I couldn't quite create the Vaseline blur that the soft lighting camera gives her in that show. Yeah, and she always wears quite a bit of makeup, so I wanted to make sure to do the makeup, kind of heavy. But I did use my Prismacolors, and then I put some Copic Spica, the glitter gel pens, on her as well. I liked this picture, and I like this book. The only thing I don't like about it is she doesn't look very feminine in this picture. Sometimes these woodcut lines, like, I don't like her hand. I think it looks like a balloon. And some of the woodcut lines kind of make the women not look so feminine, but I still liked this picture, and I enjoyed coloring it. And I had fun. I always like to color a picture from Dover or Creative Haven on National Coloring Book Day. So that is from Western Screen Legends Coloring Book by Tim Foley, published by Creative Haven of Dover Publishing. The next one is from Moon Blossoms by Katrina Payan. It is an art book you can color. I have been coloring from this book lately, here and there. This is my third picture that I have completed. I absolutely love this book, and I would like to have it. Let's see if I can find it now. I should have. Once again, I bought those paper clips to use to flag my pages. Did I use them? No. So this is the page that I did, and I used Prismacolor pencils and Pentel Sparkle Pop gel pens. So this is the entire page here. Everything was done with I colored in everything with the Prismacolor pencils, and then and the background I think is a Bic marker. Let me double check that, but I don't want to be sure. I didn't write it down, but I think it was a Bic marker. Sorry. And then I did use, like I said, the Pentel Sparkle Pop on, like, the dragonflies and butterflies. I really like that, how it looks when you those are so reflective, you know. So I really liked this page, and I got very excited because Katrina Payan actually featured it in her Instagram stories, so that made me happy. Yeah, I just really had a good time coloring this. I love this book. It's a beautiful book, and I was so intimidated by it in the beginning, and now that I've begun coloring in it, I am not intimidated at all, and I'm just having fun and enjoying it. And like I said, this is a book that I would love to see completed at some point, because I think it would be beautiful just to flip through it and see it colored. Yeah, so that is Moon Blossoms, an art book you can color by Katrina Payan. Next, I have a page from Deborah Muller, Halloween Darlings. Nikki, who, not Nikki, I'm sorry, Misty Lackey, who is on Instagram and YouTube as Country Girl, I want to say Country Girl NCC. I will link her channel in the description section below. Asked me if I wanted to do a buddy color, and I did not have anything colored in this book, so I was like, sure. So I did color this for the buddy color, and also hashtag Color Your Hoard 2020, and I just used the Parku markers that I was sent by Parku, and some Prismacolors, and maybe some gel pen. I don't think I have, oh, I have a little bit of glitter on there, so I must have used some gel pen, probably the Pentel Sparkle Pop, and then the background is just Distress inks. So, that's cute. This is a cute book. I really, really like this book a lot. It's super cute. It's super fun, and it's full of easy, I love this one. It's full of easy, fun things to color. Favorite. Yeah, this is a good one, especially for the Halloween season. So that was from Halloween Darlings by Deborah Muller. And then next I have Autumn Scenes, a page from Autumn Scenes coloring book by Teresa Goodridge, and this is also a Creative Haven book. I did this as page as a buddy color with Obsessed with Pencils. Her name is Alyssa, and she is on Instagram as Obsessed with Pencils, and we decided to do a buddy color from this book. And let's see, let me show you. Let me find it. We did this page, which was the, like, I don't know if it was supposed to be a haunted house or it was just a house decorated for Halloween, but I kind of wanted it to look a little bit spooky, and I used Inktense on this page, and also I used some alcohol markers. I think it was probably the Parku, and then I went over everything with Prismacolors and some white uni pen. And then of course I used washi tape for the border here. But I wanted to tell you guys that this is an example of, like, so the whole page is Inktense, the entire page, except for these stones I used were permanent marker. And the little birds, the little purple birds I used were permanent marker. And you know, normally that will buckle. But I did glaze my page first with the golden satin glazing liquid. And if you've used Inktense before and alcohol markers, you know that they definitely bleed through. So I want to show you the back side of this. No bleed through at all, except for at the very bottom. I must have missed a spot when I was glazing and it came through. So that's the only spot where the alcohol markers actually, you know, bled through. And it's barely any buckling or anything like that. So, yeah. Oh, and I must have used some neon yellow gel pen, probably the Sakura Jelly Roll pens. But I really like this page. I had a really good time coloring it, and I think the Inktense did a beautiful job. I wanted it to look like there was light coming out of the windows, like, and maybe something was like going on inside. So I was trying to do it like little flashes of light, but I wasn't able to really convey that the way I wanted to. But still, I enjoyed it, and this was a fun page to color. I like this book a lot. So that was from Creative Havens, Autumn Scenes, illustrated by Teresa Goodridge. And then the last page I have, technically I finished it last night, which was September 1st, but I had it all done. The only thing I did last night was add in my gel pen. And this is a Chinese coloring book I purchased on Amazon, and I believe it's called Coloring Chinese Princesses Spirit Princess, I believe is the title of it. And I'll link it in the description section below. And I used Arteza pencils on this, and some white uni pen, and then the Pentel Sparkle Pop. Now, this is what I'm going to say about this book. I like the illustrations. They're super fun. I think it's interesting that the backgrounds, because this is one of the ones where the backgrounds are already painted in, you know, put in, colored in for you somewhat. But this paper is not very easy to color on. It's very smooth, and there's absolutely no tooth whatsoever to it. It's like super, super smooth, and so the pencils don't lay down super easy on it. Now, I did use the Arteza pencils, and I don't know if those particular pencils, maybe it was they might have been too soft for it or what, but I really struggled with the pencils on this page. Because the paper is so thick, I mean, it's not cardstock, but it's, sorry about my light, but it's fairly thick. And you can see even where I used gel pen, nothing bled through on this. I think I could go down with a base of watercolor first and then color over it with pencil, and that would probably turn out a lot better. Or use the glazing liquid to give it some tooth, but that might be a little bit too rough. I'm not sure. But I think next time I color in it, that's what I'm going to do, is try to use watercolors as a base and then pencil on top and see, because that should give me a little bit more, like I said, tooth. I don't think the pages would buckle badly. They're quite, you know, the paper's quite thick. It's not like cardstock, but it's way thicker than like your Amazon paper and that. So I was just trying to make it, I wanted it to kind of be like the girls on the cover, how they look. And so I did her skin fairly pale with the bright cheeks, and then I wanted to use my white pen to like put those little star things, but my work's not that great when I do that kind of stuff. I outlined some of her kimono in the Pentel Sparkle Pop, and then I also put gold streaks in her hair with Pentel Sparkle Pop, outlined her hat with that too, and then her eyes have some Jelly Roll glaze on them. I don't know, kind of messy there, but my light keeps flickering. I'm sorry, you guys. It's on the fritz. I keep telling Keith I gotta get a new lamp. It's not the bulb, it's my actual lamp itself. I think the wiring's gone funky on it. But yeah, so this was the last page that I colored in for the month of August, and that is it. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing what I colored. I will link all the books I colored from in the description section below, where you can purchase them if you are interested. Again, I am an Amazon affiliate, so if you do make a purchase via that link, I will receive a small profit. Next, this month, very exciting because it's getting close to Halloween time, right? A lot of people post when September 1st is basically Halloween season, right? So I love Halloween all year long, you guys know that, but it's pretty exciting. I'm looking forward to my spooky colorings, and I was thinking about doing a video of books I'm looking forward to coloring in this fall and Halloween season, but I bet you dollars to donuts. How do you like that phrase? My mom used to say that. Dollars to donuts. If I make a video like that, I won't wind up coloring in any of those books, because that's just the way it goes, right? But we'll see. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will link Misty's channel in the description section, as well as a link to where you can purchase these things on Amazon. And thank you so much, and I will see you guys in the next one.